In this video, I will solve your doubts about how to play Dragon's Dogma 2 multiplayer and whether or not it is possible to do this. To answer this question and see if it is possible to experience Dragon's Dogma 2 multiplayer with your friends, either online or locally through couch co-op split screen, what you may try to do is, of course, start a new game. You will notice that there is no option to differentiate between single player or multiplayer from the home screen. If you choose the option to play Start Game, you will notice that you are thrown right away, and you will be able to create your character after a few cutscenes. If you pause the game after you are able to take control of your character, you will be able to access the pause menu and manage some options related to your inventory, map, and the overall main story. If you go into System, the only relevant option here is going to be Network. You will notice that there is no mention of multiplayer, and going into Network, all this does is give us information on the only network feature currently in the game, Main Pawn Online Access, which refers to the main pawn that we will create later on in the game that allows it to be controlled and interacted with by other players. Besides this, it seems impossible to do multiplayer. Is this really the case? To answer this question, we can visit the store page for Dragon's Dogma 2 or the official website. We can go over to Steam, the Microsoft Store, or even the PlayStation Store. In all of those platforms, they are going to mention that Dragon's Dogma 2 is a single-player, narrative-driven action RPG. So the answer is clear. Dragon's Dogma 2 is entirely single player. Usually, when a game is multiplayer, there will be plenty of mentions here, and the genre will be available, but as it stands today, only single player is present across all of these platforms, and the director of the game has said multiple times that there is no intent of adding multiplayer into Dragon's Dogma 2, so as it stands today, besides the main pawn online access feature, it is impossible to interact with other players online or locally through multiplayer. The purpose of this video is not to spread misinformation, but to let people be aware that Dragon's Dogma 2 is an entirely single-player experience, and there is no plan to add a multiplayer mode into the game. If this video cleared up any questions that you had, please consider giving it a like and subscribing for more very easy tips. Thank you for watching.